And now we are here in London at London Heathrow. Gonna go pick up our bags, go through immigration, go through customs, all the fun stuff. We got our bag. Now we're gonna go take the Elizabeth line into the city and head to the hotel.
There are a couple different ways to get to the Great Scotland Yard from London Heathrow. And London is pretty well connected via the subway, metro, or the underground. So we just put into Google Maps, and Google Maps told us to take the Elizabeth line to Paddington Station. And then from there, you transfer over to the Bakerloo line and get off at Charing Cross. You could also take another metro line and get off at Embankment. Whichever one you take, you're like a 6-minute walk to the hotel, which isn't too bad at all.
2 trains later, we'll back outside. And it's gonna be like a 5-10 minute walk over to our hotel. Oh shit, there's a parade going on.
Entering the lobby, you'll immediately notice the lobby is small, which kind of gives it a boutique-y vibe, and it's about half a floor down below the street level. There's some seating for guests, and you immediately notice that the decorations are a little unique. The history of the hotel is that it used to be a recruiting office for the Ministry of Defense and also a former police station, so you'll see a lot of historical pieces and photos of some of the criminals that passed through these halls and some of the major dignitaries that have visited this property when it wasn't a hotel. Mixed in, you'll also find some funky furniture like this rhino chair. So they upgraded our room, and it's not ready because the person requested late checkout, the person that stayed there before us. They checked out around like 2:30. It's kind of like 3:15 right now. So in the process of cleaning the room right now, we're just hanging out in the lobby here. Kind of tired from the flight. Don't want to go out and do too much right now. So we're just gonna wait until the room is ready, freshen up, and then we'll go out. But maybe we'll do afternoon tea here at the hotel. Plus, Tiffany loves afternoon tea. We didn't get any afternoon tea. Apparently it's super popular and reservations are required, but we did grab a snack and some drinks at 40 Elephants, which is their bar in the center of the lobby, which is kind of an odd name, but it is named after an all-female gang that used to run around London doing some shoplifting. So even the name of the bar is on theme with the overall hotel. As for the food and drinks that we had at 40 Elephants, really nothing notable. I didn't even take any photos of it because it wasn't really that exciting. But it is a really nicely decorated and detailed space, like much of the lobby. Our room was ready after about an hour, and heading upstairs, you'll notice everything from the elevators to the elevator rails and the hallways are really nicely decorated and detailed, which again gives the hotel a nice boutique feel. And this is what the room looks like. Like the rest of the hotel so far that we've seen, it's really nice in the detailing and the decorations and the finishes throughout the room. The minibar items are all inclusive and they are refilled once a day, and the selection is pretty good. There's some ginger ale, there's some sparkling water, standard water, and some soda as well. And to further exhibit how small this room is, it's hard to open the mini fridge because of the table and the chairs that are in the way. And this is not even the smallest room on the property. Since this is an upgraded room, I believe there's rooms that are even smaller. My favorite part of the room is the bathroom. Yes, again, it's small, but the finishes and the design choices and the tiling makes it feel a little bit bigger than it actually is. And it has a very classy and luxurious feel to it, which I would expect since this is considered a 5-star hotel. The view from our room is not exactly a 5-star view though. We're facing a courtyard and we're just like maybe half a floor above the courtyard. There's dumpsters in the courtyard and you'll see a lot of utility trucks pulling in and out, and occasionally you'll hear a dump truck pull up and dump all the trash in the morning. I would have preferred a room on a higher floor to get some more natural light, but this is the upgraded room that we're assigned, and I guess it's fine. So now we're heading downstairs to go get some breakfast at the hotel here. And breakfast is included as a Globalist benefit. Obviously, if you don't have Globalist, then you have to pay for breakfast. From what the front desk told me, it's a breakfast buffet and you get one complimentary a la carte item for the menu. Breakfast is at the Yard, which doubles as their breakfast restaurant, and it turns into Ekstad, which is their wood-fired old Nordic-style Scandinavia-themed restaurant for Sunday brunch and evening dinners. The chef has a Michelin star as well. But as for breakfast, a continental breakfast is spread across the restaurant at different stations, and it's the typical continental breakfast sort of stuff. Cold cereals, oatmeal, smoked salmon, toast, jam and juices, and rotating pastries throughout the week. And there's also an a la carte menu. You can just go with the continental breakfast alone, and that's 25 British pounds, or you can get the continental breakfast and an a la carte menu item, and that's 30 British pounds. If I was paying out of pocket, I would go with the continental breakfast and the a la carte menu combo for the 30 British pounds because it's a better deal, to be honest. But it is still kind of pricey, and if we were paying out of pocket, we would have likely not have dined here for breakfast. It's just part of our globalist benefits, so it's hard to pass up on some free breakfast.
I can't tell if this is fresh squeezed or not. I don't think it is.
I went with the English traditional breakfast, and Tiffany went with the eggs royale. Overall, the breakfast is nothing amazing, it's just good enough and just pretty average. I'd give it a 6.5 out of 10. One floor down below the lobby is the gym, and the gym here at the Great Scotland Yard is actually pretty well detailed and well decorated like the rest of the hotel, and you're probably tired of hearing me say that, but even the walls and the sconces and the mirrors and everything inside the gym feels nicely decorated and well themed according to the overall theme of the hotel. Hotel gyms tend to be an afterthought, and for the Great Scotland Yard here, it definitely was not, which makes working out a little bit more enjoyable. And that's pretty much the entire hotel. It's a small hotel and is considered a category 6 Hyatt hotel. So if you want to book the hotel with points, which is what I did, it would cost you 21,000 points. Off-peak standard is 25,000 points, and peak times it's 29,000 points. And it's part of the Hyatt Unbound portfolio collection, which means that Unbound collection hotels tend to be historical buildings with a cool history and a boutique feel, which is the reason why I like the Great Scotland Yard. But the thing I hate about the Great Scotland Yard is the tiny rooms. And our room was the upgraded room, and it still felt pretty small. I've got some couple DMs and emails from followers and readers saying that they've stayed in even smaller rooms at the Great Scotland Yard. So keep that in mind, the rooms can be pretty small. But the great thing about the Great Scotland Yard is that it is on a quiet street off the main road, and so you don't get a ton of pedestrian traffic, you don't get a lot of car traffic, so it is pretty quiet at night. And it's still centrally located so that you're not far from Trafalgar Square. You're walking distance from Big Ben, Westminster Abbey, Westminster Bridge, and a lot of the tourist attractions, which makes it a great spot if it's your first time in London. Would I stay at the Great Scotland Yard again? The answer is probably not. And the reason why is that I would rather stay at this Andaz in London, which I have a review over here, and you can go check out that video. Comment below and let me know what you think about the Great Scotland Yard if you stayed there before. Remember to hit the like and subscribe button down below as well. Thanks for watching this far, and I'll see you guys in the next one.